All right, Jonte Hall, what's good, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
We started again. You don't have to.
Oh shit! No,
We
no.
just done good, and you started like.
Okay, you're right.
Make more, not so conservative. We just two niggas having a conversation.
You're right, dude. Let's just do that. Let's do that. You're right. Okay, let's do that.
You know, I know we in this business office. We just having a casual conversation. But all right.
That's a fact.
Jonte Hall, what's good, brother? How we doing today?
Man, I'm just enjoying life. You know, every day trying to make progress. I intend on making progress every single day. I'm blessed.
All right, good. So, all right, we're gonna go straight into it.
Okay.
So I met you at the Nipsey Hussle grand opening a few months ago at the Marathon store, and it was just something about your presence that I was like, who is this dude walking around with this camera? You know, the dude was just talking to himself. He had the little selfie camera and just didn't give a damn about who was watching, but the man was just, I was like, well, what are you shooting? You know? So talk about this blog that you have and just give people the details about who is Jonte Hall and why is it that you have to, why you feel, I'm sorry, that you have to announce yourself as Jonte Hall, like your name. Why not a nickname? Why not give yourself an alias or some sort of like your Instagram handle like most people have? So talk about who Jonte Hall is.
Absolutely. So I'm Jonte Hall, and the reason why, there's a story. There's a full story behind why I say my full name. You know, I was actually out with a friend, and he was talking to a person. He mentioned his whole name. When he said his whole name, the person looked at him like, kind of like, oh my gosh, who is that? You know, they were kind of starstruck because they didn't know who he was. They didn't know if he was a celebrity. They didn't know if he was somebody, a major influencer. Whatever the case was, they didn't know who he was. So in that case, I decided to say, hey, from that point on, I'm Jonte Hall. That's why I really say my full name, because it distinguishes you. How many people do you know at this point right now that says their full name? There's not too many people. I say my full name because that's my name. You know, there's no reason to create an alternative of Jonte Hall when I know who I am. You know, I'm a big believer in myself. I feel good about myself. I think highly of myself. I set a high standard. So everything that I do it with passion. Now, a little bit about the blog and everything that I'm doing right now on YouTube is it's Jonte Hall. It's just me. It's my life. It's my daily journal. It's my struggle. So you're going to see the ups. You're going to see the downs. You're going to see just about everything that goes on in the entrepreneurial lifestyle, right? From the fun times to the bad times to the ups, the downs. You see it all. And I just wanted to make sure people have a chance to, you know, come along my journey and just be able to see what's going on in my life.
Cool. So blogging seems to be the new wave these days. You see bloggers making a crazy amount of money by blogging about everything from food to hobbies, lifestyle. You do this and have been doing this before the wave started. So
right.
This blog actually has some sort of significance in your life, right?
Correct. And one of the main significance, and actually it correlates to something else that I was doing before I started to vlog. Before, what I was doing was I was writing a journal. So a key point in my life is February 4th, 2016. That's the day that I started writing a daily journal. Ever since February 4th, 2016, up until today, I've been writing a daily journal. So I said, okay, this is a way for me to be able to look back in clarity, so I'm going to continue to write this journal. But how could I be able to look back with true clarity and be like, okay, this is what Jonte Hall was doing September 5th, 2016. This is what he was doing January 1st, 2017. It gives me an opportunity to be able to look back and say, man, I was doing all of these things. And I kind of do the vlogs and I do the journals. It's all for a selfish reason, right? I do it because I want to be able to look back at my own life. I want to be able to say, man, I did this, I did that. And when I get older, I can look back with true clarity and say, because, you know, it's one thing to tell a story, but it's another thing to actually document it and share it with people and say, look, I have proof. Documentation beats all conversation. A friend told me that.
Dope, yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna go show a quick little clip of the blog real quick, kind of show the people how it all goes, and then just a quick sample, and how can they follow you on your blog? Where is it at? Is it YouTube? How is it? Where
Absolutely. So you can either go to my Instagram and you can click the link in my bio. That's going to lead you directly to my YouTube channel, Jonte Hall. Or you can go directly to YouTube and type in Jonte Hall. I'm usually the first caricature that pops up. So type in Jonte Hall. I should be the first person that pops up. I post periodically. I post a lot. So you should be able to see a lot of my content on YouTube and just go from there and just kind of really check me out and see what I've been doing. I have different category sections from different things that I've done, from the luxury cars to the houses to just street vlogs. But it's a really interesting vlog. I think you would really like it.
Cool. So now we talked briefly about entrepreneurship.
Right.
Now, entrepreneurship seems to be something that's a lot more common these days and a little bit easier with the help of technology these days, opposed to back in the day. A lot of 9-to-5 businesses are closing down just because the consumers are now becoming the business owners. Talk about entrepreneurship from your point of view, and what is it that you try to accomplish with entrepreneurship, and also talk about like some of the ups and downs. Like, what is the common things that you go through every day? What's the daily life of entrepreneurship from Jonte Hall's standpoint?
Absolutely. So the first thing that I want to just clear up right from the start is entrepreneurship. I think people get it confused, that they think that it's just some type of career, it's just a job. You know, it's just something that you do from this time of the day to this time at night. Entrepreneurship is a way of life. All I think about is business. All I think about is creating opportunities and being able to do more, right? Because you want to have more and you want to live better and feel good about yourself and really make a true impact to society. I always say everything is for profit, and profit is not always monetary gain. It's connections, it's wisdom, it's knowledge, it's experience, it's all that. Everything is taken and reallocated back into society. And I think a lot of people don't understand that entrepreneurship is not easy. I mean, I'm in real estate, right? So I'm a real estate broker, but I'm an entrepreneur first. That's the first thing. Me being an entrepreneur comes before me being in real estate, because I'm not gonna just stay doing real estate only. I'm gonna do real estate, and I'm gonna look for other ventures to venture off into, and that's what separates me from a lot of people. But to talk about like some of the ups and downs, I mean, just from an aspect of being in real estate, I mean, sometimes you get a commission and you get $20,000-$30,000 one time, and it's quick, it's easy, and then you may not get paid for another 3-4 months. It really depends on your hustle, right? But I can talk about some of the stuff where it's like, being a real estate entrepreneur, sometimes it's very lonely. It's actually really lonely because, you spend a lot of time by yourself. You're going to show clients. You spend a lot of time by yourself. You're on the road by yourself. You're doing computer work by yourself. Even if you have a team, it's still something like you're on a journey. You're on a journey, so it's really cool to have people around you that kind of support your vision, support your movement, and they just support you as a person, and that really contributes to everything that I'm doing as well.
Nice. And so with that being said, we got into real estate. What are some of the fields of real estate? Because, I mean, you haven't talked about it yet, but recently you leveled up on your real estate game, and talk about that. And tell the people exactly how important it was for you to step your game up and not just be, I do real estate, I sell houses. Like, what is it that you do from a person that doesn't know much about real estate? Right.
So I'm 23 years old. I'm a real estate broker. Now, there's two main aspects of selling real estate. On the professional side, there's real estate sales agent and there's real estate broker. Everything that a real estate agent can do, a broker can do. Everything a real estate broker can do, a real estate agent can't do. So me being in real estate, I said, okay, if I'm going to take this serious, a lot of people told me, hey, if you go get your broker's license, you're going to increase the liability. And I understand that. I have increased my liability. But at the same time, this is my craft. So I'm going to do everything I can to master my craft. There's no reason for me not to, go and get into a position where I can't, really take real estate to the next level. And me taking real estate to the next level means that I needed to get my broker's license. I needed to level up. I needed to get more education continue on my journey, and that's what I've done.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So you seem self-motivated. I mean, just from my experiences in my life, the motivation has to come from somewhere else. From a different place, whether it's to support a family, loved ones, or just to support, just a lifestyle. What is your motivation to get out here every day and do what you do?
So it starts when I was younger, right? So growing up, elementary, third grade, I did third grade 2 times, just to let you guys know. Seriously, I did third grade 2 times. I was pretty pissed about that. So I have to let y'all know. But from third grade, the second time till I got out of high school, I sold candy. Every single day. That actually motivated me to go out there and make money. Because, see, the thing about it is, I never wanted to put a stress. My mom was a single mom, so it was pretty tough, things like that. I didn't want her stressing about things. So my thing was, okay, how could I go out here and contribute to the household? How can I come out here and make a way and find a way for myself? And I started selling candy very early. I think that really started my entrepreneurial journey. So I just said, hey, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to make this money. I'm going to have fun with it. And I noticed while doing all of that, I created jobs. I created opportunities for other people. And not only that, I was able to, really just position myself where I felt comfortable talking to people, communicating with people. It just had me motivated to just do more. I feel like, I felt unbothered, like, nobody could really, not in a sense of being invincible. I just felt really good about myself being able to, not depend on any job or somebody telling you, hey, clock in, clock out. It just really gives you that energy, that willpower to say, look, I'm in control of my life. I always tell myself I live my life at an accelerated pace because I'm clear, I have a vision, and I'm very passionate about it.
Passion. So passion is definitely behind the motivation behind your grind every day. So
Absolutely.
Of course there's setbacks and everything. So I want to say, from my point of view, I can say that this man has been very consistent for everything he says he's going to do. He's accelerated a lot from editing pictures. People don't understand what goes on behind the scenes when it comes down to editing and putting up vlogs. There's an editing process that requires a lot of time and that education. You have to learn how to use the software. You have to learn how to use your camera. You increased your knowledge about learning your camera. You've increased your ability to fly the drone and capture some things and incorporate more and more elements to your blog. So I can definitely tell people to, right now, Jonte Hall is someone that you want to get to know, but to see who he is in his full strength, you won't see it today or tomorrow, but it's something that you're going to see and witness later on in the future. So probably 5 years from now, you're going to look back at this interview and say, like with your blog, you're going to say, wow, look how far I've come, So for those people who are subscribe and watch the process, the process of this man becoming better and better at what he does is what's important, not exactly where he's going, but the process of it, and that's what's more important. Pretty much we just went over everything. So I want to say congratulations on passing your broker's exam. You didn't tell people how much time you took it, but we'll just say it doesn't matter because he passed it, and that's all that matters. It's not how many times you lost, is that you win. So he's passed it. So definitely, if you have any interest in the LA market of buying a home, definitely consult to this man. I mean, for us, us black folks, we gotta definitely keep the money in the circle, and
Definitely.
and reach out to our own people, and we can buy and sell within each other. We are not exchanging money for any of these services. This interview is done out of the goodness of just wanting to see each other grow. So I mean, if you have a certain skills and you feel like you can share it with someone, do so, because at the end of the day, there's nothing else more important than passing the seed of knowledge to someone else. You know, we can pass money, we can pass all kinds of things, but knowledge is something that can be passed along. And if it makes us as a whole look better, then, you know, good. Because not all of us need to be out here selling drugs. Not all of us are D-boys. Not all of us are shooters. You know, some of us are out here really making money in different ways. So, with that being said, thank you very much, Jonte Hall. We are now in his office space. He didn't say that, but you know, we are in his office space in Wilshire area. Pretty nice view. We'll probably pan out to that with the drone, capture some footage. Be sure to follow him at Jonte Hall, right?
Yes, sir.
And also follow me on the blog. I'm getting that up and running. K-Tech Visuals on Instagram with K-Tech Visuals on all social media platforms, Snapchat, YouTube, and Facebook. That is Twitter, maybe. I'm not sure. But Jonte Hall, thank you very much. And
thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, K-Tech Visuals, man. He always comes through. He's a he's a man of his word. So if you're looking to do anything regarding photography, videography, and you're serious, he is the guy. He will get you taken care of. He has all the professional equipment. He comes in a professional manner, on time, all the time. This guy is the man. K-Tech Visuals, thank you once again. Hey.
Hey. Thank you.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Oh my gosh.
16 minutes. We'll take a break.
Hey.